Hello guys, I'm Dr. Bhargavi. Welcome to my channel. For people who don't know me, I'm Dr. Hello guys, I'm Dr. Bhargavi. Welcome to my channel. For people who don't know me, I'm Dr. Bhargavi Bopana. I have completed my MS General Surgery January this year, and I have given my NEET Super Speciality exam, and I have secured a rank, and I'm going to start my surgical gastro residency next month. I have also given my MRCS exam. I completed my MRCS Part B this year March. Uh, so let's start. There have been many questions for me by my juniors, by my colleagues, and everyone about my MRCS journey. About what is this MRCS exam, what is the weightage, how we have to prepare, what is the use of giving this MRCS exam. So let's begin. What is this MRCS exam? MRCS is nothing but it's a membership in a Royal College of Surgeons. So this exam is being conducted by this inter-college council sort of thing, and it is mainly conducted by four boards, four council sort of thing. The first one is the Edinburgh, the England, the Glasgow, and the Ireland. So you can give exam in any of these four things. The best part about the inter-college council is all the format of the exam, the complexity of the exam, and the syllabus, everything is common. It is being regulated by this inter-college council. So even though you give MRCS from England, MRCS from Glasgow, MRCS from Ireland, so everything is same, everything is being same. So for example, I have given my MRCS part A from England, and I have given my MRCS part B from Glasgow. So I'll be awarded my MRCS, Bhargavi MRCS Glasgow. So your final degree is based upon the MRCS Part B exam. So whichever institute, whichever college, MRCS college you have given your Part B exam, the MRCS degree is awarded based on that MRCS Part B. So why to give this exam? So for people who have completed their MBBS, it opens a great avenue to start your surgical training in England. For example, for a person who is post MBBS can give this MRCS exam, so they can enter into surgical training 3, so which is surgical training 3, which is ST3 level in England. So you complete your MBBS, and then you give your MRCS exam part A and part B, and then you will apply for the council, and then later you enter into directly a position of ST3, from ST3 to ST8. So after giving the MRCS exam, you have to go through 6 years of residency. Directly you will become a super specialist. So then who can give this exam? Generally it's a myth only surgeons can give this exam. No, post MBBS people who have a good who have done a good internship in surgery for after 2 to 3 months, who is well versed with all this surgical complications, surgical cases, who have done their internship basically very good, can give this exam. And it is also a common exam for orthopedicians and also ENT people. These people also can give the exam along with surgeons. It was a myth only surgery people can excel this exam, but I have a friend of mine who is an orthopedician who have given exam along with me, and who have scored a 0.5 percentile much better than me. And I have a friend who from ENT who have also given this MRCS part A exam. So anyone can anyone who wants to write MRCS part MRCS can write this exam. So then comes the question, why you have to give MRCS exam? So for post MBBS people, if they want to go to England, or if they want to do surgical training there, it opens a avenue for them. Why for postgraduates in India? So before writing an exam, I don't have much things why I have to why I have to give this exam. But once I start preparing for this exam, it have opened many avenues which have been closed after my NEET PG exam, because I started my surgical training as a first year. I'm running in the wards. You know how this first year of surgical training is. After my first year of surgical training, I somehow got lost in a space. I don't know why I have started this surgery. So at that point, somehow I thought I should give this MRCS exam. After starting my preparation for this MRCS exam, somehow it's like, why I want to do surgery. You will read the anatomy, which is being correlated intraoperatively. So you will see how beautiful the surgical physiology is, how beautiful the surgical pathology is, why to treat some cases, why not to treat some cases, what is the lymphatic drainage. Suddenly everything starts making sense. You would have read you would have read 100 times about the arterial supply of an organ, but suddenly you will start seeing why this arterial supply is important, why your consultant is stressing upon something very much. So suddenly you start enjoying the process of preparing for this MRCS exam. Then so that's the reason, once I start preparing for this MRCS part A exam, I can't stop. That's the main reason. So I have given my MRCS exam at the end of my second year. Roughly at the end of my second year, I have scheduled my MRCS exam in a such a way that I have a good time for preparation. So I have given my exam at the end of my DRP. So I thought I'll have at least 2 to 3 months of dedicated preparation for my MRCS exam. So then comes the thing of how much time is needed. For a person who is post MBBS, I think 6 to 8 months is a good period, because because this person doesn't see any surgical cases on a regular basis. He might have seen the surgery cases way before in the internship. So for him, it takes a lot of time to create that sort of orientation towards this. So I recommend people who are giving this MRCS part A exam post internship, please do take a good platform whichever fits you. There are many platforms in the market. Please choose a good platform whatever fits you. But for surgical people, for surgical trainees who have already who doing the surgical residency, I think if you had nicely done your first year of your surgical residency, I think this exam is very much easy for you, because you would have seen all the complications which are happening in the ward. You are the first contact with the patient. You would have learned all the symptoms. You would have seen your seniors operating. You would have assisted in some cases. So somehow everything correlates very nicely. Yeah, yeah. So for I think 2 to 3 months is a good period, good amount of period to prepare for this exam. 2 months is fine, but you should be able to dedicate at least 5 to 6 hours per day religiously every single day for this 2 months. If you have good amount, if you think you are still doing your residency, I think 3 to 4 months is a good amount of period where you should be able to give at least 2 to 3 hours every single day. So how I have divided my from where I have prepared, I have mainly used EMRCS as my platform. My primary platform is the anatomy notes, anatomy, physiology and pathology notes from my NEET PG. So I have done my NEET PG preparation from Marrow, and some parts from prep ladder. So what I have done is, I don't want to do anything new, so I have taken my NEET PG notes and I have read my anatomy notes for 3 or 4 times. So by the end of my first month, my anatomy, my physiology, and I have done my physiology and pathology from the rapid revision videos. I have taken videos from, I have taken the subscription of this platform from my intern, and I have seen this rapid revision videos of this pathology and physiology. So I have done entire anatomy and I have done the rapid revision from physiology and pathology in the first month. So by the end of this time, I was able to solve almost 75% of the MCQs from eMRCS app. So this eMRCS has roughly 3000 to 4000 MCQs, and they mainly concentrates on the previous year's questions, and the MCQs are very high yield. And later what I have done is, in the second month I have started the basic surgical thing. I have taken my NEET PG notes and I started doing MCQs that directly, because I somehow thought I'm doing my surgical residency, I know few things very well, so let me add on the things which I don't know. So I used to do MCQs. I used to read the whatever the answer is there, and I used to go to my notes, surgery notes, and I used to correlate it. Matlab how much I know and how much. By the end of my 40 days of the thing, I have already done my first reading. So then after that, I have revised continuously for another 10 more days, and I used to give 300 to 400 questions every single day during last 20 days. Last 5 days I have only dedicated 3 days for anatomy and 2 days for remaining subjects. A day before exam, I have only read anatomy because 75 marks in paper A was anatomy. So I thought if I do anatomy very well, uh, there is no other reason for me to complete this exam. I can complete this exam very easily. So then, what is the pattern of this exam? So MRCS Part A, as I have told you, it's a 300 marks exam. 180 marks in the morning, 120 marks in the evening. It's a single best answer thing. So there is no negative marking. Uh, I'll attach the syllabus which was being prescribed by this MRCS, this college. All the syllabus, or they have divided this entire syllabus into 10 topics. I'll attach that some sort of here. Yeah. Then what to study? I have already told you. I have done my anatomy and all the basic sciences from my notes. I have actually left the data part in biostatistics because it carries roughly 3 to 4 marks, and I thought I should spend 2 days for 3 to 4 marks, and I didn't. It didn't seem sane to me at that point of time because the time was very less for me at that point. So I have used EMRCS. There are many other platforms. There is Mortimer Green. There is Pastest. Why I have chosen EMRCS is this EMRCS is going to cover maximum number of MCQs. It's a least number of MCQs. It is roughly have 3000 MCQs. So I thought doing 10,000 MCQs, it's not easy for me. So I thought I have took EMRCS because it is covering the maximum amount of high yield MCQs in the least number of MCQs. It's only 3000 MCQs. Then what is the pass percentile? Roughly, the pass percentage is if 100 people's 100 people have given this exam, the pass percentage is roughly 54%, 54 to 55%. If 100 people have given this exam, roughly 55 people, roughly 50% is the pass percentage. So how much marks you have to score? Some people tell you have to get 63 percentile or 60 marks roughly combinedly in both the papers. That's what no one knows actually, because it's a percentile based exam. All your the pass percentage is based upon the relativity. How much do you stand in those 100 people? Then coming to the economics of exam, because of this 18% GST in India, the exam roughly costs about 735 euros, which is 112, which roughly constitutes roughly 80,000. So for me, how much does it cost to give this exam? So I have spent this 80,000 in getting this registration from MRCS, and I have spent roughly I think 10,000 for this EMRCS app. Not even 10,000, I think 4 to 5,000 on this EMRCS app. So it costed me roughly 85,000 to give this MRCS exam. I think any person who had who can spare 3 to 4 hours for 2 months is good to go. They can rock this exam without any problem. But the thing is, the consistency is very important, because and the presence of mind. You feel whenever an MCQ comes, you feel they're asking something, some sort of hi-fi things. No, they'll ask the basic things which you do in your trauma every single day. And the MRCS paper was so beautifully designed, matlab so beautifully designed. They ask you basics. I still remember there is a question about the Allen's test. They want that indirectly were asking about the splash injury to the wrist. I think the examiner was trying to know whether we know about the Allen's test, and there is a question about splenic trauma, active blush. They are asking about the grade of splenic injury, and there is one more thing about the Pringles maneuver. They indirectly take you towards that, and they asks you whether you know about this thing and you don't know about this thing. I still remember they are asking me about some sort of how the person has fallen, how this how roughly the answer is about Erb's fallacy. He was asking about some GCS score. This is how beautifully they have designed the exam. So I think any person who was able to give some time and who have done proper JR1 ship, yeah, junior residency ship, can give this exam in flying colors. Yeah. So if you want any more details about this MRCS, do comment and do follow my page Average Surgeon, which is been created by a group of surgeons who have entered the super specialty to help fellow surgeons, juniors, and everyone. Uh, you have any query regarding MRCS, please do DM me on my Instagram page Average Surgeon. Thank you.